I just enjoyed a lovely trip on Air Dolomiti in business class flying from Frankfurt to Florence. Welcome beverages were offered in the form of spring water in a bottle. Takeoff was smooth and afforded an amazing view of the German countryside at dusk. Despite being an hour 10-minute flight, meal service started as soon as we reached cruising altitude. A delightfully refreshing tomato salad and fresh fruit plated up on a lovely porcelain. And it even came with real cutlery. Beverages were served in real glassware and real ceramic cups, no paper or styrofoam, thank you very much. The seat was typical European business class, which means not particularly impressive, but for an hour and 10 minutes was perfectly adequate.
Well, I have just disembarked from a 16-hour odyssey aboard EVA Air, and I have to say EVA Air might now be one of my favorite airlines of all time. It was an amazing experience. The cabin was beautiful, the seats comfortable, everything as though new and shiny, well taken care of. The bedding, it was feathered down bedding, both the comforter and the pillow. The food was delicious and beautifully presented. The service was absolutely tip-top, friendly, warm, efficient, attentive, and it seemed genuinely pleased to be providing service. So excellent staff. The bathrooms were lovely and had little touches to make them feel like a premium experience. So yeah, EVA Air, I will be back.
I decided to splurge and spend an extra $15 to try out the KTX First Class from Seoul to Daegu. The seats were bigger and more comfortable, and it was advertised as coming with complimentary refreshments, which apparently consisted of a peanut butter cookie, two peanut butter cookies, and some mixed nuts. They were barely adequate. The seatback tables open with a rather solid thud, but are definitely showing signs of wear and tear. As in economy class, the first class seats also provide a little footrest, which allows your feet to be at a slightly more comfortable angle. And there's plenty of knee room. Charging options include USB and 220 outlets. What do you think, dear viewer? I did really enjoy my recent in-flight dining experience in Cloud9 on Ethiopia Air. I have to say it was also disappointing because there was not a single traditional Ethiopian dish on the menu, not even injera. Full review on my Travels with the Contessa YouTube channel coming soon.
everyone, I am once more on the road and I'm back on Air India. I will be flying basically the same route I flew last time in May when I got to finally try Air India's first class product. So I'll be flying business class from Seoul to Delhi and then first class from Delhi to Vancouver. So I will be interested to see if there have been any improvements in the product, hard product specifically, or the soft product, if they've made any repairs to the very aged machines on which I flew. So stay tuned. Hopefully I will get that travel vlog done in a more timely fashion than the Air India first class travel vlog. I'm also enjoying a spot of breakfast because these security lines were insane. So I decided to join my husband, who's not coming with me on this particular flight, I joined him for breakfast and have a lovely spicy Korean breakfast of oxtail soup. So yeah, more adventures to come. Stay tuned.
I just had a chance to reprise my journey aboard Air India's Boeing 787 from Seoul to Delhi. And everything is basically exactly the same as it was 6 months ago. The food is the same, with some of the curries being a little overheated in the microwave, but the portions and variety being generous. On the second meal, the chicken tikka was amazing, but the sandwiches were odd. But it came with fresh papaya and a chocolate cake thing doused in cold chocolate syrup. Even my first class flight that followed didn't have chicken tikka. Sadly, the cabin was still in a very sad state of disrepair, with my neighbor's seat requiring 20 minutes of serious mechanical assistance mid-flight. But Air India will soon be rolling out its refitted business class cabin, so I hope to enjoy that someday soon. At the gate, I was met by an Air India agent with a sign bearing my name to personally escort me to the first class lounge. More on that soon. I just had a chance to reprise my Air India first class experience from Delhi to Vancouver, Canada. As before, I was met at my connecting flight by an Air India agent with a sign bearing my name to personally guide me through the entire security transit process all the way to the first class lounge. He even carried my bags. Note that having this transit guide is worth its weight in gold, as the line for transit is immense. Unfortunately, the Air India First Class Lounge has not improved, but has rather unimproved by having less than they had before. The seats are exactly the same as before and in just as rough condition, with brown and black stains all over the white leather. At least this time, we actually got proper sound-canceling headphones. On the extremely positive side, the service was once again excellent, and they actually had teapots this time. The food was decent, but once again, nothing I would really call first class. I really think Air India has room for improvement here. That being said, I would definitely fly Air India first class again, just for the wonderful service. I recently visited the Delta Sky Club in Atlanta's Terminal D and was extremely pleased with what I found. It was relatively empty, with plenty of comfortable chairs and tables. The staff were extremely friendly and personable and efficient, keeping it very clean, and of course, most importantly, they had lots of delicious food, freshly prepared and refreshed regularly. It was so delicious that I went back for seconds, much to the chagrin of my waistline. The next time I'm flying on Delta through Atlanta International Airport, I will certainly be stopping by this lounge. Onward I go. May your travels be creative. The new Capital One Lounge at Dulles International Airport is really an amazing experience. The entrance features a grab-and-go section where you can load up on delicious foods to take with you, as well as a proper coffee and tea bar where they prepare everything for you, and you can even get it all to go. Within the lounge, the buffet offerings are exquisite, with gourmet options for vegans and meat eaters alike. The Capital One Lounge at Dulles offers a full-service bar with excellent beverages, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic, many of which come from the DC area. I absolutely could not resist this amazing cocktail, the Bee's Knees, which is prepared in this stunning vessel, and proved to be a little bit more than I could handle, as lovely as it is. In my very not humble opinion, I think Capital One Lounges may be a rival for the Centurion Lounges. What do you think, dear viewer? I just enjoyed a lovely trip on Air Dolomiti in business class, flying from Frankfurt to Florence. Welcome beverages were offered in the form of spring water in a bottle. Takeoff was smooth and afforded an amazing view of the German countryside at dusk. Despite being an hour, 10-minute flight, meal service started as soon as we reached cruising altitude. A delightfully refreshing tomato salad and fresh fruit plated up on a lovely porcelain. And it even came with real cutlery. Beverages were served in real glassware and real ceramic cups, no paper or styrofoam, thank you very much. The seat was typical European business class, which means not particularly impressive, but for an hour and 10 minutes was perfectly adequate. On my recent EVA Air flight, I was given access to the Executive Lounge at Houston International Airport. It is the contract lounge for a variety of airlines. It offers an interesting array of seating, both private and public, a full-service hot buffet with a variety of hot dishes, including a very tasty brisket and wings, which I didn't try, and also, most impressively, a buffet of crudité and fresh fruit, adorable little sandwiches, pretty damn decent cheese and meat platter, and crackers and, well, more cheese. Less impressive. It has a full-service bar with a variety of seating for eating and drinking, and you can help yourself to coffee or tea at this table. All in all, certainly a better option than sitting out in Houston International Airport's dystopian terminal.